All right, YouTube, what's up? It's Coach Prince, Hard 90 Solutions here today, or this morning. Coming at y'all with a quick video, man. As you can see by the title, the cost of travel baseball has gone up exponentially within the last 10, 15, 20 years or so. But I came across a tweet this morning pretty much showing a gentleman, Marty McDonald, pretty much how he breaks it down. And I kind of want to break that down with y'all too. Obviously, I'm going to assume that this here is coming from like the parent perspective. So I'm going to give y'all my thoughts, my questions, my concerns over it pretty much from the player slash coach perspective, okay? I played baseball 17, 18 years of my life, damn near 20 years. Been coaching baseball for the last 5 years. So I know what I'm talking about. So let's get straight into it. This first tweet here, it is from Coach Bede. And the plan is to have this here screen recording up here on the screen so y'all can pretty much follow along with me. But we got Coach Bede right here. Youth baseball has never had more money in it and less development happening. Families are spending 4 figures a season on exposure for players who have not yet built a swing worth exposing. Tomorrow night, I'm going to live walk through where the youth game actually stands and what it means for your son, okay? So, I don't know. There is a chance that you may be spending a little bit too much money on your son based off of where his swing is at. It is possible, but the best way to figure that out is to ask a coach like me. All right, don't go ask the dude that's giving you the hidden lessons. He gonna tell you what he needs to tell you. He gonna tell you what you want to hear, so you keep coming back. I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear. All right, I'm doing this for free. Ain't nobody paying me for this. Doing this for free. But Marty McDonald said, built this about 2 to 3 months ago. Here's the real cost. All that money for low-level development, average game IQ, but our swag is drippy at least. Spoke with several college coaches this weekend who are just frustrated with how low the IQ has become these days. So let's get into it, all right? So again, we got Marty McDonald. He calls this here the truth of travel baseball. Looks like he set this up. It's not a Google Sheets. It looked like he set it up on like the Apple MacBook Sheets. All right, I'm recording this here on a MacBook, so I know what it is. All right. So this year is assuming a fall tournament, 4 tournaments, 7 in the spring. That's a total of 11 tournaments. Y'all do the math. You got 2 round robins, or most tournaments are structured this way. You got 2 round robins. You got you got pool play on Sunday, or bracket play. My bad. You got round robin, whatever, pool play, bracket play on Sunday. That's whenever you want to go home. So if you lose every goddamn game, that's at least 33 games. That's 3 tournaments, 11 tournaments. Should get at least 3. But if you win on that Sunday, that's whenever you keep playing. That's whenever you get into those days where it's like 3, 4, 5 games in a day. You run out of pitching. Lil Johnny got to throw 70 pitches in game 4, and now people on Twitter throwing a fit. But that's those situations right there. So let's get straight into it. Dudes, they said they charge you $3,800 to play for the fall and the spring. Let's go $700 for the fall, $31 for the spring, but $3,800. Or you know what? We're just gonna talk about it in totality for the year. All right, just to keep it simple. But $3,800, that's quite a bit. If you got a team, most teams don't rock with just 10 players. Most teams rock with 12 to 13 players. So 12 to 13 times 38. If you do 4,000 times 12, that's what, like 48,000? And then take off what? How much would that be? Like $1,200, $1,400, or maybe like 28. So look, for the team, for the season, $35,000 to $40,000 just for the dues. Okay, it's not talking about lessons. Lessons, that's what he got on their necks. Lessons, you got to get lessons from the right source. Okay, you don't want to take lessons from somebody that does not have a track record of either producing hitters around the age of your player, or a coach that did not hit well at the college level. All right, that's like trying to learn how to make money. You don't want to learn how to make money from somebody who hasn't made any money using the methods that they're telling you to make the money. Does that make sense? Like you're not trying to learn how to hit a fastball from a dude that couldn't touch 75 or 72 in high school. You're not trying to do that. Some of y'all are. I know I'm not though. Okay, so hitting lessons, 3 a month. I guess that adds up or whatever. Pretty much 1 every week or so, except for the 1 week that you don't get one. Defensive lesson, I'm gonna assume that these are taking place on the same day. But that's 50 a pop, 150 a month for a lesson. I know me, if I had like 30 dudes giving me 150 a month for 3 lessons a month. Hey, cleats. They got 2 pairs of cleats on here. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. I would say you don't need 2 pairs of cleats, but in today's tournament landscape, you do need typically a pair of spikes and a pair of molds. So they got 2 cleats on here. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. $89. You don't have to spend $89 on the cleats, bro. I did not start wearing $100, $89, $100 cleats until I pretty much got to college, until I was pretty much paying for them myself. I was not making my mom spend that much money. But I mean, if you got it, you got it. Obviously, this year is not for the crypto millionaires and all the millionaires like that. This is more so for the average American family that's, feeling some of these repercussions of these prices going up the way that they have. So the cleats, 2 pairs of cleats, these prices, they add up quick. That's damn near $200. Okay, $89, they're trying to trick you, but it's damn near $200. You throw in tax, you at $200. Your bat, $350 bat. If you're playing 12U, 13U, 14U, you do not need a $350 bat. You do not need a $350 bat if you're only going to get 5 hits in the season. You don't need a $350 bat if you're not going to swing it. You don't need a $350 bat if you don't know what to do with a fastball right down the middle. You don't need a $350 bat if all you're going to do is pop up. You don't need a $350 bat if you ain't going to swing it whenever you got runners in scoring position. I could go on and on and on. So, I mean, parents, you don't have to buy your kid a $350 bat, but they do need a bat. It don't got to be $350 though. There's a ton of other good bats out there. You can buy one, use it. Don't have to be brand new. Like I said, I played baseball for 17, 18 years. Like junior year, that was when I was most like into bats. Like the hype of the bats. Like that was when the Eastern Mako came out. I had an Eastern Mako. That was one of the more pricier bats. I pretty much had to sell like a lot of my other bats so I could have some money to go with the little bit of money that my mom gave me in order to get that bat. Because, I mean, that bat was like a $450 bat, if I'm not mistaken. I know for dang sure I did not have that much money. But I ended up selling that bat in the future to get other bats. But, yeah, had the Mako. That was junior year. Senior year, I had a white Nike bat, the MC Square or MC2. They don't even make it no more. The bats that I swung those bats for drip. I mean, the Mako, I swung it for performance. The Nike bat, I swung it for drip. I had a Louisville Slugger, the very first, like, prime, the 515. Now they up to like 915s and stuff like that. I had the 515, the one that came out in 2015. Great bat. And I had a couple other woodies, cheap woodies. I did not start swinging quality wood bats. I mean, I got over 23, 24 years in the game, bro. Cause I don't have just bread to just throw away on a bat that's going to break in like 2 weeks. So I'm not spending 150 on a wood bat or nothing crazy like that. But I mean, some people do, to each their own. Okay, but the bat, $350. It's a bit pricey. See if you can find some cheaper options. That's what I would do. The glove, they got $300. You don't need a Wilson A2000. You don't. I played baseball, high school varsity baseball, college baseball, Lone Star, second team all conference, player of the week a couple times, all type of accolades in my career. You don't need a $300 glove. Sure, it does help, whatever. It really don't help. You're going to help yourself. I used a Rawlings Gold Glove Gamer. It was like an $89 glove. I got it for like Christmas. My brother bought it for me one year. And I ended up using that glove pretty much the rest of my career, even though I did have some Pro Preferreds. I had some Rawlings Heart of the Hides. I had a 44 Pro custom glove. Y'all can see that on my channel. But I mean, it's like you don't need all that's it's not a necessity. Like if you want to do it, if you want to splurge, by all means go ahead and do it. But me, I played outfield. I had my old faithful, my old trusted and reliable, so that's all I used. That's all I needed. And I was good out there. So I mean, so far, like the hidden lessons, you could scrap the lessons, you could cheap out on the cleats, cheap out on the bat. You don't need a brand new glove. I ain't even gonna lie, most of this stuff is like stuff that y'all don't need. Y'all the parents, y'all the ones swiping y'all cards. Y'all know about consumerism. Y'all don't have to do this crap. Y'all don't, but so I'm gonna choose to do it. But let's keep going. Oaks. Oaks, you don't need Oaks. Go to the gas station, buy some $5 glasses, bro. Recovery and bands. Jaeger bands are like $15. $5 glasses from the gas station plus $15 Jaeger bands. That's $20 for your recovery. You don't have to spend $400. You don't. But if you want to, you can. You don't have to though. Camps, I ain't even gonna talk about that. Fan gear, I ain't even gonna talk about that because those you can skip past those. You do not need those. Those are not gonna affect Lil Timmy's performance on Saturday. I promise you. It's not gonna affect whether or not he makes the high school team as well. I promise you. Camps, they got $200 worth of camps. We'll leave that on there. Air travel or air, hotel, flights, hotel, food, 2 nights, 2 people. That's a bit crazy. Okay? Where are you flying to? Where are you playing? Is your kid good enough? If your kid is not good enough, you still hop on the plane, bro. If you know your kid don't want it like that and you still hop on the plane to help them chase their dreams, you a damn fool. Y'all could go, y'all don't have to hop on that plane and go play in that showcase to get better at baseball. You're not finna pick up an offer today. You're not. Florida Gators not gonna be out there. Skip Johnson not gonna be out there. Jim Schlossnagle not gonna be out there. Tony Vitello not gonna be out there. You don't have to go out there. You can stay home and develop, bro. Get some good video, put that on YouTube, you'd be better off. Send that to some college coaches, you'd be better off. So that's $4,800. Like you don't need most of this crap on here. This list kind of booty, I ain't even gonna lie. Food, snacks, drink, 150 times 11. I guess, big back ass. Travel, hotel, car rental. And then, bro, honestly, bro, what this looks like to me, I ain't even gonna lie. Kind of looks like somebody pretty much made up some hypothetical stuff to pretty much say like, oh, it costs this much to play. It don't cost $40K a year, bro. It don't. You have to click on this video to know that. Everybody and their mama know that. It don't cost $40K a year. Honestly, excluding your team dues, I'm gonna always say that's gonna be somewhere between 15, just so it's easy to do the math, 15 and like 3,500. Somewhere between there, 15 and 35. If you're paying over 35, make sure it's a legit program. If you're paying less than 15, you're probably good enough to warrant you being able to play for less than $1,500 or less than that full price. Okay, so that's why I say 15. I wasn't paying full price. And not that it's a flex or anything like that, but it just what it was. If I was a coach and I had a player of my caliber, and if they had like not issues with the payments, but if they needed a little bit of help, I would have been willing to help that player. So I mean, I'm sure a ton of y'all watching would too. But most of the stuff on here, like, I mean, you got to do your own budget. That's really the best way to do it. Do your own budget. But a lot of this stuff here, hitting less than 3 times a month, $150, you don't really need that. Defense or less, like, just get out and play. Go train, bro. Just because you spending money on development does not mean you develop. It's like private school. Just because you go to a private school does not mean you learn a lot or learn more than you would if you went the regular way, public school. But I mean, people feel the need to do all that, so it is what it is. Cleats, again, you don't got to spend that much. The bat, the glove, all this stuff. There's ways to go. There's better routes out there. I'm not finna take the time to break this shit down no more. But there are better ways to go about this. So that's what you're gonna have to do. All right, it's been your boy, Coach Prince, Hard 90 Solutions. If you have any questions about college baseball recruitment, making a high school baseball team, anything like that, please comment down below. Let me know. I'm responding to all comments, and as y'all can see, I mean, whenever this video gets uploaded, who knows? I may have a subscriber, I may not. But this is a new channel, new baseball channel. Obviously, I'm going to be making content on here. So, I mean, yeah. I hope to see y'all in the future. Make sure y'all subscribe. Go ahead and be one of my first 10, 15, 30 subscribers or so, whatever. And, I mean, yeah, we're going to run it up. It's about getting players developed, about getting to the next level, and about developing young men ready to go out into the real world and make a real impact. Okay, so again, it's been your boy, Coach Prince. Hope y'all enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it. It's a million YouTube channels and y'all here with me. And with that being said, I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm gone. Peace.